Free with Cleo.
Hey, this is Cleo with CleoYogaFinance.com, and I am your host of Financially Free with Cleo, and welcome back for another episode. This is a show where we shift mindsets with real and raw money conversations with everyday people, empowering you to take action, appreciate the journey, and live the lifestyle you desire, financially, mentally, and physically. I was recently asked, why do I say don't wonder what if, take a risk at the end of every single episode? And the reason why I share that quote or that statement or whatever you want to call it, it's because it stems from my own personal journey. It's something I used to struggle with a lot. And even today, I still have my moments where I have to remind myself to, chill out, Cleo, just take that chance, take that risk. But it just started originally from when I was seriously having serious struggles with taking risks. I always had the what if questions, Don't wonder what if, take a risk is telling me, Cleo, or telling you out there, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're trying to do, don't wonder what if, don't wonder what if you don't know anyone, what if you don't have enough money. That was my biggest one. I don't have enough money. What if I don't have enough money? What if it doesn't work out? What if this path isn't meant for me? What if I'm making the wrong decision? What if I don't find the housing that I need? What if I don't get the car that I need? What if I don't get the resources and opportunities that I need? Every single time it was time for me to make a decision in my life, I struggled with taking another move. Back in the day, several years ago, I used to be in situations that I was unhappy in. I was extremely unhappy, extremely stressed out, extremely overwhelmed, but yet I couldn't make the next move because I was so worried about things not working out if I did this or if I did that. And sometimes, when you hear people say, oh, just take a risk, just take a chance, or just do it, sometimes it's easier said than done, because if you're struggling with some things internally, it's hard to make a move if you don't work through it. You first have to take accountability and admit and acknowledge what's going on with you in order to make certain decisions and move forward. So whenever I would make a decision or I would be afraid to make a decision, I would have to sit and evaluate, why am I feeling this way? Why am I afraid that it's not going to work out? And another thing that I live by is, it's okay if things don't work out. I would be so pressed on, if it doesn't work out, then I'm a failure, or I'm not worthy of experiencing something better, or I made a bad decision, or I'm worthless. I would struggle with those type of feelings when things didn't work out. But what I've learned in my 36 years of life is that sometimes things just don't work out the way you planned. And that's okay. In life, we are meant to experience, explore, have adventures. Whenever you make decisions and things don't work out as you planned, it doesn't always mean that you failed or that it's a failure. This is just an experience that you can learn from and use those skills and the expertise and the knowledge that you gain from that experience and just use it towards the next opportunity. If you think about the most successful people in the world, the most wealthiest people, the most intelligent people in the world, do you really think that they've never failed at something? Do you think that they always had things work out for them exactly the way they planned? No. We all have different paths that we're experiencing in life, but nothing ever happens exactly the way we want to all the time. There are going to be times where they do, and they go far beyond what you anticipated in a good way. And there's going to be times where things just flat out flop. They bomb, or they just, it's just not going to work out all the time. And that's okay. And that's what I've learned to accept. And it's easier to deal with it when things don't work out the way as planned. Another reason why you should always be okay with things not working out as planned is because maybe what you had planned is not what's meant for you. Maybe there's something that's bigger and better. I've experienced that, y'all, that whenever I had something planned for my life and it didn't work out, I would be so crushed and so upset. But then, weeks, months, or years later, when certain opportunities come up, it gives me this flashback and reminds me that, you know what, that thing I was trying to do back then, now I see why it didn't work out. Now I see why it didn't happen in the time frame that I wanted it to happen, because there was something else waiting for me to do the work, waiting for me to take the next move, waiting for me to show up and do the work. So I encourage you to don't wonder what if, take that risk. Whatever you've been thinking about, now is your time. If you're listening to this episode, it's a sign that you should go ahead and push forward. You're not going to have everything all planned out. You're not going to have everything together. You're not going to have everything that you need to make whatever you're trying to make happen. But today is the day that you need to start. And once you start and you keep taking those steps, so many things are going to open up for you. So that is my motto. Don't wonder what if, take a risk. Whenever I have my moments where I'm feeling a little doubtful, because let's be real, we're all human. No matter how many things that we've accomplished, sometimes we still have our moments where the self-doubt may creep in, or you may get a little nervous, a little scared, but it's okay, because I can quickly give myself that pep talk or that reality check and shake myself like, Cleo, come on now, girl. Now you remember when you tried to do this and you was almost scared and you didn't do it, but you went ahead and, took that jump, took that leap of faith, took that chance, take that risk, and you see how things worked out. So now I know that life is better, life is more fulfilling when you take risks. Even if you fail, even if it doesn't work out, life is more fulfilling when you experience those opportunities for things to work out and for things to not work out as you anticipated. So again, I want to encourage you to make a list of all the things that you want to do. Whether they're short-term goals, long-term goals, just start writing. And if you don't like the word goals, don't call it goals. Just call it things to do, or experiences, or aspirations, or whatever you want to call it. Make that list of all the things that you want to do. And start with the one that's most important to you right now. It doesn't matter if you feel like you don't have all the resources and connections and all the things that you need. Just focus on that one thing that's at the top of that list. You don't have to make the list in a specific order. Just start getting your thoughts out, your ideas out, your feelings out about all of this stuff. And then just go back over that list and find out which one on this list needs to be my top priority in this season of my life. And that's what you focus on. You focus your time, your energy, and your money on that thing. And don't forget, if you need to set some boundaries in your life with yourself or with people or with things, set boundaries so that you can reach those levels that you want to reach. Because as you elevate in life, you're going to experience and have a new set of challenges to deal with and manage. So keep that in mind too, is that you elevate and reach these goals and improve your life. You're going to try to get hit with different roadblocks, different challenges, and other responsibilities that you have to learn how to manage and take care of. So that's why you always have to make sure you are doing what you feel is best for you in this season, okay? So put some time on your calendar this week to assess your thoughts, your feelings, your goals, and figure out what are you going to make your top priority for the rest of the year. So send me an email at hello@cleoyogafinance.com, or you can send me a DM on social media at Cleo Yoga Finance and let me know what's your top priority that you're going to be working on this week or this month, or just for the rest of the year. What are you going to focus your time, money, and energy on? All right. So again, don't wonder what if, take a risk, and I will see you next week.
You can be financially free with Cleo.